Welcome to the Short Score, the Team Roping Journal's weekly updates from the team roping world, including from Pro Rodeo, major jackpots, USTRC, and World Series of Team Roping qualifiers, and more, with hosts Chelsea Shaffer
and Kaitlin Gustave.
Good morning, Kaitlin.
Good morning, Chelsea.
Are you awake?
Getting there. The coffee's slowly kicking in.
Coffee's kicking in, yeah. Everybody that hasn't been following us on Instagram and Facebook, Kaitlin and I were in Texas yesterday with a whirlwind trip for a photo shoot with Trevor Brazil. So we're super excited for you guys to kind of see all of those photos. We had Billy Jack Sabins there. We had Cody Snow and Wesley Thorpe, Ryan Moats, Patrick Smith, Luke Brown, and it was in Trevor's amazing indoor arena in Decatur, and we're really grateful that he did it. And there's going to be video and photos for the next year that you guys are going to see coming out of this photo shoot, and it was one of our best ones yet, so I'm really excited for everybody to see it. But welcome to the Short Score. We flew in at midnight last night, but we are up and at 'em this morning, and we have a lot of team roping news to share with you. So, we're going to go over the pros, what happened in the Pro Rodeo this weekend. We're going to talk about some partner swaps. We're going to talk about some stuff that happened at the World Series and the USTRC. And we will also update you with some ropings that are coming up. So, that's what we've got planned for you today.
Awesome. Well, to start off with the Pro Rodeo results, this Dalton Pierce and Colton Campbell. I should say Colton Campbell and Dalton Pierce. They won Eldorado Days in Las Vegas, Nevada with a 4.9 second run, adding $2,589 to their earnings. And they also tied Lane Lowry and Jared Nixon at the Wood Lake Lions Rodeo in California. They were 5.6 seconds, and each of those guys added $1,575 to their earnings. Pretty decent. Then in Texas at the Mineral Wells PRCA Rodeo, Caleb Driggers and Junior Noguera were 4.2 seconds, and they added $1,970 to their earnings.
Gosh, it's about time those guys finally caught something. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Just kidding, guys.
And then in Alberta, Canada, we have Logan and Keely Bonnet. They won the Kanasky
Pro Rodeo.
Kanasky Pro Rodeo.
Canadians, we are so sorry if we said that wrong. We should have called Colton Schmidt and asked him how to say it.
I feel like I should get like a Canadian accent when I say these names.
Nope.
I'm sorry. They were 4.4. They added $1,297 to their earnings. That was in Coleman, Alberta. And then at the Stavely Indoor Pro Rodeo in Alberta, Canada, Brett Buss and Clay White and Roland McFadden and Devin Wigmer, they were 5.4, and they added $1,283 to their earnings. So that is a wrap-up for Pro Rodeo news.
Yeah, it was short, quick, easy.
But we have the partner swap news.
Yeah,
if you haven't read.
We've been getting, though, I think, like, that story reached like 125,000 people, Facebook told me this morning. When I say that story, I mean Caitlin's partner swap story that she wrote last week. But we've gotten some feedback that folks want us to talk a little bit more. They like when we talk about the partner drama. I'm going to stay out of the drama, but I will go into the swaps because there were some partner swaps. So, Kaitlin, you're the expert right now on partner swaps, so tell us.
Well, here we go. We have Corey Kidd. He was roping with Logan Medlin, and Logan Medlin picked up
Charlie
Crawford.
And Logan got Charlie because Charlie had been roping with Patrick Smith, who happens to be our guest on the score this week, on Thursday. But Patrick Smith is going to rope with Aaron Sinigini. Patrick is roping with Aaron Sinigini because Aaron Sinigini's partner, Kyle Lockett, already has the finals made because he won Rodeo Houston. And he won Rodeo Houston with Ty Blassinger. So
leads us back to the Corey Kidd.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yes.
So, sticking with us.
So, Corey Kidd is no longer roping with Logan Medlin. He is roping with Corey Coons.
Yes.
And why is Corey Coons free? Why did Corey Coons have a partner?
Dustin Egiskiza picked up Jake Long.
Yes.
Why does he have Jake Long? Well, Clay Smith has Jade Corkill now.
Yes, which is, I mean, I remember when Clay Tryon and Jade decided they were going to rope together, everybody was like, oh, crap. Like,
Yeah.
Because that was a dream team in 2012, 2013. And, 2013, I guess. And so now it's like, oh crap. So
That's
Clay Smith and Jade Corkill are roping together. I think all of those teams sound
And they just won the 3S Open Jackpot the other day.
They did. They won the 3S Showdown. So they are starting off on a good note. I mean, I think those guys were destined to rope together. Clay named his, the Smith family. It's Clay Smith, Jake Smith, Britt Smith, all after Clay Cooper, Jake Barnes, and Britt Buckus. So, Clay kept up with the tradition, named his son Jade. So I think it's just fate that those guys are open together.
That's awesome. And then last but not least, we have Dustin Bird, who is going to crack out with Trey Yates.
Yes.
Trey was roping with JoJo. JoJo they made a deal like JoJo was going to help him out, go a little bit, but JoJo kind of needs to stay home. He has a family and is just cowboying, ranching.
Yep.
So, but Trey did say JoJo told him that if there is a problem or anything, he'll come back out on the road with him. But he thought that Trey definitely needed to pick up Dustin Bird to get going.
Yeah, and Dustin is that amazing run, obviously. Dustin had been roping with Russell Cardoza. Their winner was just okay. Dustin picked up 2 new head horses, and he's got Caleb Drigger's Doc that Driggers won everything on a couple years ago. And then Dustin bought a horse named Puppy from Chad that Dustin tells me he could just rope on all day. He's so easy. So Dustin's definitely got the horsepower and is ready to go. There's no question whether or not Trey has the horsepower. So that's going to be an exciting new team this summer. And Dustin, Dustin's got 2 boys now. I heard that they're going to stay home and Dustin's going to be out on the road trying it himself. And the girls Dustin's fiance Alicia is going to circuit rodeo. So it'll be exciting to see that team and everything that happens with them. And then
the last one, since you said Dustin was roping with Russell, now Russell has Hayes Smith. Hayes was roping with Evan Arnold, and funny, I asked him, I said, well, is Evan staying home? What's the deal? And he's like, actually, no, I was going to stay home. And I guess before that, he had texted Russell. And then once he decided he was going to stay home, Russell called him back and said, hey, let's go. And so now Hayes is back on the rodeo trail. I think that stay home only lasted less than 24 hours.
Yeah, Hayes rope's great. I mean, I think he won Puyallup with Clint Summers a couple years ago. Him and Justin Davis were really close to making the finals. They had kind of a end of the season scramble to try and make it. Hayes,
I think he ended up like 18th last year.
Yeah, he's due. So it's exciting to see Hayes, especially with Russell. I love watching Russell rope. I love watching the horses he rides. So it'll be fun to see them out on the road.
Yeah. And that's about it for partner swaps.
That is
current
about
partner swaps.
That is about it for partner swaps. I do have something to talk about that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the introduction, though. And that is that I just got a press release this morning, and I thought it would be really cool to bring it up on the score, is that Fastback has a new rope, and they're calling it the Cobalt, and it's a aqua blue color, and it was very much requested by the endorsees and by the Fastback customers. It's a poly and dyed nylon. It's super durable, and so it's definitely, the testing has surpassed all of Coy's expectations, he says. So it's going to be cool to see it out in the rain and out in all the elements this year, because I think it's going to be really good and good in all of the elements that summer brings along. And I mean, obviously, Fastback they've jumped into the core market. This is a core rope. Head ropes are available in 31 foot and available in extra soft, soft, and medium soft. And the Cobalt heel rope will be available in 35 foot, soft, medium, and hard medium. So I don't know. I'm not sure which ones of their endorsees have it yet, but I know we'll talk to Brock Hansen this week. We'll talk to Dakota Kirkenschlager, and we'll kind of get a report on that rope, and we'll update y'all later. That's the rope news.
That's sweet.
That is sweet. I love when new ropes come out. It's so good for the industry with companies coming out with new ropes. It's always exciting, little infusion of excitement, new stuff that's going on.
Here for the roper.
Yes, absolutely. So now on to the people that are buying all the ropes, the people that are out in the market, the World Series. What happened in the World Series of team roping this weekend?
There was a California shootout this weekend. The highest payout roping was the 8.5 roping. It paid out for first $10,600, and that went to Lisa Jones and Ed Basso. Mm-hmm. They won that. And then there was a Mountain States Cattle Company roping in McCook, Nebraska. Mm-hmm. Highest payout for first place was $7,200 in the 9.5, and that was Jacob Bertram and Ed Molt.
Cool.
So.
Congrats, guys.
Just a few ropings this weekend.
Yep, a few ropings this weekend. Exciting stuff. All right, before we go, I want to make sure you guys all have all these ropings that are coming up this week on your schedule. The World Series of Team Roping has Statesboro, Georgia, Mount Pleasant, Utah, Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, West Monroe, Louisiana, Scott City, Kansas, Norco, California. So make sure those are all this weekend. So check out WSTRroping.com, get those on your schedule, and we'll see you guys there. The USTRC has the Cowboy Capital Classic in Stephenville, and Canal Winchester, Ohio is hosting the Ohio Classic. It's a good old roping that I used to go to and when I was in college. So glad to see all that happening.
Bleacher watcher.
Yes, as a bleacher watcher. I definitely didn't know that. Kaitlin, where are you headed this weekend?
We are going to Brand this weekend.
Kaitlin loves cowgirl activities.
In Lander, Wyoming.
Yes, we are. But I think in the meantime, I think there's a jackpot on the way.
Yeah, I have your husband talked into it. We are entered in the number 12.5 at the Wrangler team roping.
In Shoshone.
Yeah, Shoshone. I'm entered.
So we will be Wyoming cowgirls this weekend. So if you guys are there, look us up. I love it. I had a visit with a guy at Mother's Day brunch the other day. I love hearing readers. I love hearing people that subscribe to this podcast and that visit with us. I love talking to you guys, and I completely look forward to what you all have to say and what you want to hear on this podcast. So I look forward to talking to you guys all on Thursday with our episode with Patrick Smith and Amigo. So thanks, everybody.
That's exciting.